Hello, my name is Philip Musyoka and I like fiction. So I want to create a web novel. It's also known as a light novel, but I don't know how. I'm too lazy to do it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create templates. Then anybody who wants to write that web novel can get them. So my inspiration for this web novel, I call it the 13th Circle Mage. 13th Circle Mage came from a book I read. I don't remember the name, but anyway, it had like how do you go? It was like the usual transmigration, awakening. The difference is in this world the system is by, instead of awakening a specific element, you can create stones. I don't remember what they were called, but I call them mystic stones. And then using the mystic stones, you can control an element. So this guy, the first element he controls was sunshine, and the system was that he could set up a plot of land and cultivate crops that he could either sell or use them in his cultivation, in his improvement of the elements. So using that, and also a book by the name A Summoner's Journey, I also used that one. I combined the two because that one I found a very interesting thing that I'll show you later on. It's a very interesting idea whereby you split ranks and the upper ranks have different way to earn money. So as you can see here, the name is 13th Circle Mage. So levels, at first I decided to call it 10th Circle Mage. Nini, the topmost level would be number 10, but then I decided let's just go to 13 levels, right? So the idea is level 1 to 13, and then years. This is like the lifespan. Now I decided to take inspiration from the wizard novels, the wizard type of novels, whereby before you start level, you have like a semi-level or like the entire system. So they call it the apprentice. So it's apprentice 1, 2, 3, and so on. So for the apprentice level, one will have 500 years old. For level 1, one could live for 1,000 years old. Level 2, 2,000. These are thousands, in thousands, like bulk of thousands. So 1,000 years old, 2,000 years old, 3,000 years old. Now here I decided to go by, I was thinking about how to calculate the ages, so I just decided to go by like motivation. So this is 1 times 1, 1 to 3 times 2, 8, 9, 10 times 3, 7, 21, 22, and then times 4. That is why I just decided to do times 5, right? Then this one are the, now let me show you now the idea. So the idea is you in your soul sea, like in a soul sea which is in your brain, you can create a mystic stone, right? Like that, a mystic stone. You can give this mystic stone an element. For example, this one can be earth. Now you need to create another mystic stone. You can either create earth or another element. Say you can create a fire mystic stone. Now if you combine these two mystic stones, you get a lava element. Now here, when you first create a mystic stone, that is the apprentice level. When you combine the first one, you become level 1. Now in order to continue the levels, you need other mystic stone. So like that. This one can be something like water and air. This one will create something like fog, a fog mystic stone. Like there are countless. This story is not for those who do not have like in-depth knowledge in fiction, because the number of elements you can create here are endless, and if you don't know them, it will become a problem when you're starting to create them. So if you combine these two, Yet it comes level 2. Fog and lava can combine to become. It says steam. Fog and lava can combine to create steam, right? Then you have others like you can create also different. Oh, you've understood, right? So one stone apprentice combines becomes ni. Now that I'm explaining the next thing. Now for the mystic stones, you can create a number of them. For example, this one can be sunshine. This one can be the sun. There's a difference between sunshine. Sunshine is a wavelength. Sun is a heavenly celestial body. So the sun is together with planets, moon, stars, whatever. The entire starry system whereby like if you cultivate in the night during the stars, you're okay, you get more power. Lunar, moon, solar, sun, the entire thing. But for sunlight is a wavelength. It is in the same category as radiation, right? So the way it will create harm to the body is maybe like fast energy, like radiation creates a lot of energy, x-ray stuff like that. Gamma rays, the entire spectrum. So like if you're creating this thing, maybe like for I'll show you later for level 3, level 4, level 5, level 6, level 7, level 8, level 9, level 10. Okay, this one is sunshine, this one is solar, and then you have like moon, stars, you have other like wood, metal. Whenever you create like weird ones, there's one I was thinking when I was creating this thing, but I've not completely like come up with the story about it. Is that you can create a beast essence, combine a beast essence with your mystic stone. For example, if you create a beast essence with the cheetah beast essence, at the start it will be useless. Maybe you can create a level cap. For example, here for the levels, level 1, the apprentice doesn't have any powers, but for level 1, 2, 3, they can project their mystic stones. For example, if you have a mystic stone for earth, you can coat your body with earth. If you have a mystic stone for fire, you can coat your body for fire. Like you can project them on your body. Then for level 4, 5, 6, you can elementalize your body. For example, if you are earth, it's like lock your fruit in one piece. When you suffer damage is not internalized, right? So yeah, those two. Now for the cheetah, I wanted to explain that one so that I come back to this cheetah one. For this cheetah one, you can create like a level cap whereby like beast essence can only be used past a certain point. Let's say an apprentice cannot create a beast essence, right? Maybe you can create something like a beast essence is ferocious. Maybe it has a whale that if you don't have like a mystic stone already in the apprentice, like a stable mystic stone, that the beast essence will maybe destroy like your rem, something like that if something goes wrong. So it is not advised. It's better to create an element because it's stable, right? Now for the cheetah in the projection realm, maybe like one can like demi-human, right? One can have claws like ears, maybe super hearing, like Wuji in One Piece, right? He can become that one, like the One Piece, the beast devil fruit in One Piece. Like will go here. Now there is another thing. For the mystic stones, they have to follow a system, right? So for example, maybe when you're in third day of high school, you're awakened. So you have two mystic stones. This is something I came up with. You have the primary mystic stone and the control mystic stone. Now for the primary mystic stone, it will to some extent affect your other mystic stones. For example, if your primary mystic stone is earth, is the sun, you created your sun as your primary mystic stone, but their other mystic stones will be affected to a small degree depending on how advanced your sun mystic stone is. For example, if you are level 13 and your your primary mystic stone is the sun, that means if you create a new level 1 mystic stone, then if you create a new mystic stone, say for example the sun earth mystic stone, that means it will be very, very influenced by the power of the sun, right? Now for the primary mystic stone, that is it. Like it affects everything. That is like if one could only awaken one element, that is the element you will choose, right? Now for the control mystic stone, it is a mystic stone whereby for the control mystic stone, it's a mystic stone whereby it's for leveling up, right? Now you understand here whereby like two mystic stones are combined going up, right? Now you can choose a control mystic stone, like this one say like permanent, like maybe like in someone's soul C, there's like something like this. This is ideology. It's not how it's supposed to be, but say there's a box and then like it's divided into various spots. Now there's a box permanently known as primary, and there's a box permanently known as control. Now this other box can be added any mystic stone. Like you can add earth mystic stone here for one person, another person can be fire, another person can be water. But for these mystic stones, once you put a mystic stone here, it cannot be changed. For example, if you choose sun as your mystic stone, until the day you die, you can never change that. For control, if you choose earth, yeah. Now for the control, it has to be an easy mystic stone, right? For example, now I think I should talk about how to advance levels. Now, in order to combine two mystic stones, because one can just endlessly combine mystic stones, you have to have knowledge, right? For example, let me choose something. Let me choose the sun mystic stone, right? Now, for the sun mystic stone, you can have like two mystic stones. Say, for example, it is very, very, very stupid to add like a very complex thing as your primary mystic stone. So, for example, let me change to earth, right? Your control mystic stone, you choose the earth element, right? Now, for every nini, it cannot be tainted. A control mystic stone cannot be tainted. That means for the primary and the control mystic stone, you cannot add a you cannot combine a sun mystic stone with the earth mystic stone. The entire lineage from here, like for example, it has to be sun, 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 sun. It cannot be tainted. Same with control mystic stone. So earth and earth can be combined to form an earth element, right? Level 1. But in order to bridge this gap, you have to have knowledge of the earth element, right? For example, in order to like you need to create spaces so that you don't cram a lot of things in the early edges and the later levels become too complicated. You can choose something like for the initial stages, something like for the apprentice, from want to move from an apprentice to level 1, one can have knowledge, for example, like the earth the earth is stable, right? He like evaluates that concept. The earth is stable. That means like when a person there are different like properties of stuff. For example, the earth is stable, the earth is fluid. Like it depends on one's ideology, right? So I'm going to take the earth is stable as an idea. Now for the earth is stable, in order to cross ranks and become element E, one needs for example, like one person can choose to go the route of the earth is stable, another person can choose to go the route of the earth is stable, the earth is flow, the earth is giving, the earth is nature, the earth is like there are different ways. The earth is protective, the earth is a protector, right? So for example, the earth is stable. When one's like mind like conceptualize the idea that the earth is stable, then one crosses over to level E, to level 1. When one's like conceptualize the idea that the earth is the protector, why can't I think? It's like understanding something before you move on, right? One can choose the earth is protector. For the sun, the earth can choose like the earth is the giver of life. Now you have to understand the essence of it before you feel like a broken enlightenment. Yes, that is the word I'm looking. You have to have enlightenment that the earth is stable, the earth is me. You can choose one. For example, here one person can choose to advance with the earth is stable. When they are going to level 2, the earth is the protector. When they are going to level 3, the earth is the giver of life, right? So like that. Level 1 for the sun, the earth is the bringer of light. Level 2, destroyer of darkness. Level 3, bringer of life. Level 4, like you have to understand something about the essence that you are communicating in order to do that. Alright, now here we go. So if someone chooses like that, the primary one doesn't affect. For example, someone can be level 13 in the primary mystic stone does not determine your level. The control mystic stone does. For example, someone can be level 13 in the control mystic stone, but in the primary mystic stone, someone can be level 5 or level 4, right? You understand? So if you choose a mystic stone in the primary one, it's not wrong. But if you choose a hard mystic stone for the primary level, it will not like affect you too much. But if you choose a hard mystic stone in the control level, it will fuck you up, right? Control mystic stone is for leveling up, right? So my idea was, not many people choose, like, for example, maybe someone in the place someone lives, there was already someone who already reached, let's say, level 10 in water mystic system, right? And the other systems where someone reached is level 6. So you can choose to go with the control system up to level 10 of the water system, but all the techniques of someone includes the fire system. For example, the sun, fire, lava, lightning. Lightning is actually a product of the fire system. Like, if it combines well with the fire system, so something like that, right? Now, the way someone creates a mystic stone is that someone draws mana from the environment into their bodies, right? Like into their soul seed directly. They don't have dungeons like cultivation systems are dungeon. So there are different levels in which someone can absorb mana from the environment. So in the awakening period, when someone presses his hand on the awakening globe, there is a percentage like someone awakens, and this is that percentage someone can like awaken the power. For example, if someone awakens a F rank talent, an F rank talent, right? Someone can absorb 20% of all mana that comes in his body. The other mana just goes away. So someone with a D talent of 40 cultivates twice as fast as someone with the F rank. Someone with the S rank of 80 cultivates twice as fast as someone with the D rank. Now the reason why like it's like Nini, so the ranks are F, D, C, B, A, S, S, and SSS. The reason why I've not given this one 100 is because I've decided to like introduce something whereby it's like the small details that matter, right? For example, mana has impurities, so you can say something like not on Nini, because mana has impurities. Someone cannot absorb everything. The most someone can absorb is 99% of all the mana that comes into his body. There it is. Plot armor. The plot armor is that because someone transmigrated, the idea was someone will transmigrate and combine with the soul of the original host. Now, because one soul is like dead, but because like it was still a soul when it was alive, I don't even understand me. So like the person has two souls in his body, just that one is dead or something like that. So someone can have 2 primary souls and 2 control souls, right? Now the idea same idea of advancing ranks, right? Contains a blank mystic stone, gather knowledge, combine the 2 mystic stones, right? And then now for levels, someone can be level 1 low, level 1 mid, level 1 high, level 1 peak. This is to help like people not feel discouraged. Like someone can be studying the entire thing like without knowing if he's made like past the rank. So if someone has like a primary nini, like if someone has an idea of knowledge in, like for example, if someone created here in apprentice, for example, I've just awakened, I created another element, I'll be at low, right? If I gather some knowledge, I go to mid. If I gather more knowledge, high. And then if I reach the maximum of my level, I'll be at peak. Now here there has to be like what is it called? It's something that prevents someone from going to the next rank. Bottlenecks. Someone can have a bottleneck here, right? Now if someone has a bottleneck, then they have to cross this bottleneck to go to the next rank, which is, say if you're in level 1, you go to level 2, projection, elementalization, You can have also add other powers here for 7 to 9 and 10 to 12. For 7 to 9, say for example, let me give it a power. Okay. Projection, you project on your body. You elementize your body. Laws and Tao. Let me use that one. Should I give it Tao? Nah, let's change this one. Let's make 10. Let's reduce the way it was normal from 13 to 10 so that I use the last one. I'll use this idea here. So for this one, there's nothing here. So the maximum someone can reach is level 10. Now for level 7 to 9, level 10 will become something like a god existence, right? Like something that cannot be, something like has not been reached in a long time. So that's why I'm grouping it in threes. So you can decide anything on level 10. Maybe someone at that stage can become like the thing that he wants. Like for example, if someone, whether that is elementalization. No, elementalization is like lock here. So for example, for like 10, 11, 12, someone can be like, for example, if someone like uses a mystic stone for the sun, someone becomes the sun. Like his body transforms into the sun or something like that. You understand? Like maybe someone, when you reach here, level 9, you have to cross here. You combine all your stones together, right? For example, if someone, no matter how many stones someone has, they combine them together and then they form one mystic stone, and then that mystic stone is what they use to fight, so someone becomes, say, the sun, right? Now for 7H, they use the Dao. Like Dao are laws. For example, slaughter Dao, like slaughter killing law, killing law, you have other water law, like cultivation novels have like a lot of the Dao. It's the same thing, like same name. For example, one Swordsman. Yes, Legends of Swordman. It's one of the novels that I can think about that has like that confirms the idea of Dao early on, right? Okay. Yes. Now the number of mystic stones you need. For example, in order to become an apprentice, you don't need any mystic stones. So that is 0. Level 1, you need 2. Why? Because that is 1 plus 1, 1. So you need these 2 in order to combine 1 to form become a level 1. For level 2, you need these 4. So these 4 basics, they will combine here and go up. For level 3, you will need a total of 8, right? For level 4, 16, 32, 64, 128, 256, 521, and so on. Now, in order to prevent people from creating like a bunch, like someone flooding himself with low level mystic stones, you can create a cap depending on the soul. So for example, an apprentice can only create 20 mystic stones, 20 blank mystic stones in order to combine, and in level 1 can create a total of 50 blank, level 2 100 blank, level 3 200 blank, level 4 400 blank, 700 blank, 1000 blank, 3000 blank, 6000 blank, and then this one is 4500 blank, right? Blank mystic stones which can later be converted upwards, right? Now these mystic stones, for example, here, the moment someone steps into level 1, say he's only created 2 mystic stones, like he doesn't have other mystic stones which are blank, right? He will be remaining with 48 mystic stones. For example, when someone becomes level 2 and has not had time to create other mystic stones, has only created the mystic stone for leveling up, that is the control mystic stones, and has not touched a physical mystic stone, right? He will have a balance of 92 mystic stones, right? He can create, right? You understand? Now this 92, another 8 will be taken out by the physical mystic stones, so we'll have 74. 74 mystic stones in level 2 will be used to fight. Here it's 2 plus, no, it's not 8, it's actually 4, sorry. So here is 96 and here is 92. I'll be remaining with 92 Mystic Stones to fight. The world settings, right? Now the idea I got from journey of the sorcerer's journey is that what if when someone becomes level 4, then like the people in this world live in ring cities, like for example like Attack on Titan, whereby like it's ring cities like that. For example, when someone becomes level, like you can group them, level 1 2 3 is one group, 4 5 6 is one group, 7 8 9 is one group. Now for example, when someone becomes a level 4, he creates a city, but the cities are like in a circular pattern converging with someone. Someone becomes a level 4, he creates a city. In the city people live, and the people living here in a way provide power back to that person. Now the idea used in Ajani is towers, like a tower in which that person can like have money inside, and when he's fighting, instead of like using all the money stored in his body, he can borrow power from the tower, like the wizard tower. Now this idea came about because of that and something else. There's this infinite mana in the cosmos. I think it's that is the name. This guy had the power of a planet, right? A planet lent him a mana channel to him, so he had infinite mana. So in idea that is the case, but the wizard has like, it's not infinite mana, it's just like a lot of mana, right? So when he's creating mystic stones, he does not require actually to absorb. Here someone will absorb from the atmosphere. These four, someone will, like apprentice 1 2 3 4, someone will absorb mana from the atmosphere. But also someone reaches level 4, he can absorb mana from the wizard tower instead of refining it himself in his body. Now when someone becomes the next level, which is level 7, he creates a city in a city. When someone becomes level 10, he creates a city in the innermost city. So for example, now like there can only be one for, how do I say it? It's like this. For example, let's start inward. Yes, let's start inward. 10 is surrounded by 7 7 7 and 7. But this number 7 is also surrounded by 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4. Now use this thing, and then like in different, let's say it's a continent, like there can be clusters like this everywhere. So like level 10 has theirs on need, has theirs power, but the other groups also have need. So level 4 wizard looks up to a level 7 wizard. That's why like they have like this group. But a level 7 wizard, you understand? Okay. What is DAO? Now for the DAO is a weird thing. The DAO is like the same thing as these ones. Actually the idea of like having knowledge of something in order to break through the realm is DAO, because in DAO it's more like the thing early on in One Piece. But if you have a bigger, like the better devil fruit, the more power you have. Before Order released Haki and stuff. So it's like that, right? The more knowledge you have, the stronger you are. Yes, thank you. I'll be posting another one. It's about artifacts. Thank you.